So I have to get through that one. Maybe, Sweet. Who doesn't want a jetpack? Huh. I'll have to keep my eyes open for that. Okay, so there's the... Yeah, you know, the first time I heard about these guys was way back when they did Serious Sam, which I thought was amazing. Just because it dispensed with the whole, hey, let's make everything realistic trend. And just, hey, let's actually make a fun game instead. There we go. I think I have most of the series on the 360, so sadly I can't stream it, but, you know. I guess one iteration of it, if you pirated it, they started spawning in invincible monsters to kill you. Oh, another QR code. Wow, that was pretty pronounced this time. Dark Souls did that too, actually. If you tried playing it before the release date.
When I was a little girl, one of our teachers, Mrs. Higgins, told us to make a time capsule, write letters to the future, so one day we could remember what it was like to be children. I thought it was stupid, so I didn't do it, which I really regret. So, I guess I'm gonna make one now, bury it in the archive instead of under a tree. I don't know if anybody will ever find it, but somehow it seems important to keep talking, to keep thinking, for as long as I can.
Okay, that's kind of an interesting one. So, once upon a time, back in middle school, there was a science teacher who insisted that we all write a letter to ourselves in the future. You know, you write it in 8th grade, and then you read it in after you've graduated. And he finds everyone who did one, and you know, there you go. And I totally thought I didn't do it. So, you know, 4 years later, I actually got it in the mail. It turns out I did, and I'm like, wow, I actually haven't changed all that much. So that was kind of a surprise. But I remember thinking about it one time in senior year, I'm like, I don't regret not doing that. But turns out I did, so who knows? Brains are weird. But this other time, 2nd grade, went to the school and they had a 50th year celebration because they'd been around. I mean, because that was their 50th year around, and they had some students who were there at the time who, you know, some 60-year-old guys going, oh yeah, I went here, blah 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 blah, etc. Oh, another terminal. So we made a time capsule, and for the remainder of the time I was there, it was just it was above the principal's office in a box, And presumably, we're going to go back in 2039 and open it. Which would be kind of interesting, I think. But... Oh, hey. Oh, that doesn't come up with text. But I remember, we were trying to... We recorded something on tape, and we're like, are they still going to have the ability to play back cassettes in 50 years? And... Boy, that was a question I couldn't answer then. Oh. Sure, why not? Milton's an interesting name, too. Yeah, it's funny, I don't remember what was in it. Come on, let's use the lamest password. Oh, X-Files reference. Trust no one. Prove I'm not a bot. Uh-oh. Yeah, trust no one was Mulder's password at the beginning of Season 2. How about a miserable pile of secrets? No? Kill and collect his blood in a flask. Jesus. So this is basically a Voight Conf test, I guess. Yeah, I'm not sure where they're going with some of this. But you know, John Milton was the author of the biblical fanfiction known as Paradise Lost. So that's kind of interesting. Except that's never stopped you from writing. I can't help but notice. Okay. Okay, I think... Oh, well, fair enough. So does this let me do another one of the little puzzle thingies here? No. No. Oh. Oh, hello. Well, so there's my progress for the game, apparently. And this... Oh. One I can use. Oh, hell. Renaissance art. Basically a bunch of decapitated people.
You have proven yourself worthy, child, and this gate shall be forever open to you.
Uh-oh.
Seek now the other worlds I have given you, that you may attain even greater mastery and bring glory to your kind. But remember, you must not ascend the great tower, for it shall bring death and the end of your generations.
You know, Nier Automata ended with a tower. It also ended with a boob monster with spider legs, but, you know. Oh. So this game world is going to be considerably larger than I thought. Okay, well... I'll go commit blasphemy later. I remember, I was playing Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, of all things. You know, normally when it comes to video games, especially RPGs, you get to kind of an invincibility complex. There's a series of items you get, the candelabra of whatever, and you place them on the key points of the Sephiroth to do something, I don't know what. But when I got to the point where I was about to place, I think, the second one, the sky frickin' opened up, and something was just saying, you know, hey, don't you frickin' dare. It's like, oh, well, God himself is stepping in and telling me to fuck off. I guess I'm just gonna back away from this one for now. I need to go back and beat that game, I really do. Yeah, the Megami Tensei series, I frickin' love them. You know, they were in Japan for a long time and before they ever came here. And part of the reason was because they were effectively a stereotype of the trope that JRPGs are, you know, how a bunch of plucky high school students get together and kill God using the power of friendship. And that pretty much happens in each of the Megaten games. So when you had Nintendo controlling the video game market through the 1980s, that stuff was never coming over because they did not want to deal with any religious anything. So that was fun. Oh, let's go find this tea. Okay. Yeah, I really wish I could play Persona 5 on Twitch, or even hook up my PS2 and play Shin Megami Tensei 3, because those are really fun. So far, I mean, they're one of the few JRPGs that I really enjoy. I mean, I like Dragon Quest as well. I actually thought about streaming that too, but anyway. You know, my introduction to it was pretty much the same as everyone else's. It was Persona 3, which is a game where you shoot yourself in the head to summon demons. I'm like, wow, I can't believe people are okay with this one. But yeah, it is decidedly a strange game. You know, the mix of high school dating sim and hunting demons is it's an interesting mix, to say the least. Shooting yourself in the head. Or summoning demons. Oh, I can't, Wait. Oops. One thing that, you know, one downside to the Persona series is they're awfully heteronormative. There was a bit where one character... So in Persona 4, this guy was killing people by throwing them into a parallel universe where they lived out their nightmares. Anyway, this dude seriously thought he might have a case of the gay. But then they backtracked it really hard. And just said, nope, nothing to see here. So that was, you know, thanks, Japan. Oh. Yeah, it's pretty disappointing, especially because so the character becomes interested in someone he's pretty sure is a dude, and that's messing with his head. And then it's like, oh no, it was actually a girl pretending to be a guy. Everything's fine. I'm like, and they don't really address the cross-dressing aspect beyond, oh no, it's just so people take me seriously as a detective. Like, whatever. You know, Japan, get with it. Come on. Oops. So I do not have the keys. Okay, it does reset the whole puzzle when I stupid it up and die. Or does it? Yeah, there's the keys. Oh, excuse me. Two of them. Yeah, hell. Oh, this just takes me back to the beginning. I guess I got the keys here. Hellbot isn't really the important thing here. It's the 2 miniguns. And I don't see that they're attached to a power line that I could disconnect. Is there another gate somewhere I can open? Oh, pay attention. It was only beeping loudly in my ear. You'd think I would pick up on it. Okay, wait, there's one jammer and it's locked up. Is that how obvious this was? Oh yeah? How big we talking? There's the keys. Oh. Okay, if that one locks down... Wow. That's kind of cool. There's a very simple game called Sokoban, which is literally just you move boxes around. God. So much beeping. You move boxes around in a map, and when you get them to the right, when you get them to certain marked positions, you can move on. Puzzle solved. And early on, somebody made machine created levels, and they had it, create a path, and then create a way that path would, oh! Bugger! That's kind of awesome. Okay, so I can't take that one until I get the keys. Oops. I keep thinking I can run past things, and I can't. I need to stop that. Okay, keys get. Yeah, it goes beyond just being, hey, this is a cool puzzle, to they really put some labor into it. Alright, so that's jammed. Really? There we are. So that's both of those jammed. Okay, so that's another one solved. And there's a T-block this way. Wow, that's not very long at all. I don't hear of anything getting developed that quickly. Have you heard about a game called Baba Is You? Oh. It's a very unusual puzzle game. Yeah, okay, yeah, me too, man. I saw that and it's pretty creative. Like the rules are created by objects in game, and that is wild. Like for example, there was one that said there was a rule that said something like door is stop, but then if you move the word stop somewhere, doors no longer, doors or whatever no longer keep you in place. It's like that's nuts. Who does that kind of work? Whoops. Let's not get gunned down. Take that with me. What's all this? Huh. Well, that's new. I don't even know those were a thing. Oh wait, this is where the puzzle ended. Okay, where are we now? Oh. Escalating problem. Oh, I need one of the. I need things that get harder? Yeah. Oh. So I guess this is where we get rid of the killbot. We'll just jam that. I need keys. Oh, well, I guess I can't break those rules quite as easily as I thought.